Welcome to the Captain's Blog. I am David McDonough, Senior Vice President of the Trilogy Financial. On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated back here in Wall Street, make it understandable to you on Main Street. Holiday shortened week last week, market up 1.5%, still down 1 for the month, but up 10 for the year. All's well, the truce is in, oil is down, the Fed's on the sidelines. No, folks, the FOMO stocks were taking it on the chin. Sector rotation started with healthcare, financials, small company, emerging markets. Where have you heard of the term diversification and asset allocation? Here on this very blog. Did that rotation continue? Did profit taking continue in the FOMO stocks? Here's your week in review. We'll cut right to the chase. The market down 3% for the week. Profit taking. There is panic happening in the FOMO, the fear of missing out stocks and the tech stocks. It was just a, hey, buy AI and go away, Dave. That is not the case this week. And as I mentioned at the opening, the pharmaceuticals, the financials, small companies, all doing well. Again, it proves the point that you need to be diversified and stop chasing. And here's what to look for next week. We'll be paying attention to the oil market and whether or not that does translate to the price at the pump. Remember, folks, there's not a lot of people and experts out there talking about rate hikes because inflation is sticky. I believe that inflation is transitory this time, and more money will start coming into your pocket when those costs come down. And again, with the new Fed chair and the market betting that they'll start raising rates in September, this person, I'm not going to talk about betting, but I'm going to take the other side of that bet. I do not believe in this political climate and environment going into the midterms that this Fed, this apolitical Fed, is going to raise rates. Here's your personal finance tip of the week. A number of you out there in the Captain's Blog Nation wanted to buy that SpaceX stock. I've got to get into this, Dave. Market at an all-time high. Things always go up. Well, it opened at 130. A couple of trading days later, it was at 225. And get this, as of this print, it's back to 150. Now, again, I'm not talking about the fundamentals. They're probably solid. I haven't looked into it. But where it comes to IPOs, initial public offerings, folks, there are people that own that at $1. They work at SpaceX, and they're watching it go to 225, and they're out there looking at mansions and cars. But they have a lockup period. They can't sell their shares for 30, 60, 90 days. And they are chomping at the bit to do so. So don't buy now. Put it on your list 3 to 6 months from now. And if it's still fundamentally solid, that's why you buy a position, not just because it's involved in space. And lastly, a big thank you for those of you out there that weathered the weather, weathered the storm and showed up at the Client Appreciation Tournament. A huge success. Now you watch me each and every week on the blog. Now it's your turn to watch yourselves.
He's a wonderful host.
Yeah.
Tell us your favorite Bob and Dave story.
Oh, God. You're going to get him going.
Come on.
I know him as gluten-free Bobby D. So he's been off gluten since I've known him for the last 20 years. So, and then Dave.
He eats gluten.
Yeah, I mean, on camera, this might be difficult. He might get fired.
Oh, no.
Probably a little shaky. That's my guess.
He doesn't seem nervous about it.
No, yeah, he's a good public speaker, but I don't know. A lot going wrong so far. We'll see how he does.
On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated back here on Wall Street and make it understandable to you on Main Street.
There's nothing understandable about those stupid captains' blogs.
Here's your personal finance tip of the week. Active versus passive management.
Are we seriously doing this active versus passive thing again? Oh, come on.
Again, consult your local financial advisor for more details.
Hey guys, take a shot every time you've heard Dave say whack-a-mole on the Captain's Blog.
Nothing nice?
Nothing nice.
Nothing nice.
Nothing nice.
Open bar, nothing?
Nothing. Tough day.
All their fees are going up.